Welcome back, everyone. Grab your popcorn because today's story is packed with shocking twists, emotional moments, and secrets that change everything. Let's jump right in. I've been watching General Hospital for more years than I care to admit, and I've got to say, this Valentine season is shaping up to be one of the most intense ones yet. It looks like the writers are really putting Carly through the biggest emotional test she's ever faced, and I'm sitting here on the edge of my seat wondering how she's going to come out of it. Carly has never been the type to make safe choices. That's just not who she is. She's always been a woman who follows her gut and her heart, even when the whole town of Port Charles is screaming at her to stop. And right now, she's standing right by Valentin's side like a rock, no matter what anyone says. Nina keeps warning her. Lulu's trying to talk some sense into her. But Carly? She's not hearing any of it. She believes in him, and she's willing to put everything on the line for that belief. What really caught my attention is this mysterious ex machina message from Jack. Lord, that thing has Valentin looking rattled like I've never seen before. The man usually keeps his cool, but this has him sweating. And bless her heart, Carly even offered to go meet Jack herself just to shield Valentin. She's putting herself right in the middle of the fire to protect him. That kind of loyalty is something else, isn't it? Meanwhile, poor Jocelyn is in serious trouble. She's been locked up at Windermere, and when the power went out and messed with the security system, she saw her chance. That brave girl managed to pry the door open and sneak upstairs, trying to find her way to freedom. My heart was pounding just hearing about it. But before she could get out, Sidwell stepped right in her path with a gun pointed straight at her. It's terrifying. You can feel the danger closing in on that girl. And here's where it gets really heavy for me. A lot of folks are starting to whisper that Valentin might not be the hero Carly thinks he is. Some people are even saying he might have intentionally put Jocelyn in harm's way, maybe even wanted her to die. If that turns out to be true, well, I don't know how Carly's going to handle it. She's always been a fighter, but this kind of betrayal would cut deep, especially from someone she's defended so strongly. I keep thinking about how ex machina might mean something bigger than we realize. It feels like it's pointing toward a truth that Carly might not be ready to face. She's always believed she could handle anything life throws at her, but this time, this might be the one that truly shakes her to the core. Her loyalty to Valentin is about to be tested like never before. And with Valentine's Day coming up, the timing couldn't be more dramatic. I've seen Carly bounce back from plenty of heartbreaks and tough situations over the years, but something about this storyline feels different. It's more personal, more dangerous. Will she finally see the warnings from Nina and the others? Or will her faith in Valentin blind her until it's too late? Man, I tell you what, this is why I keep coming back to General Hospital. They know how to pull at your heartstrings and keep you guessing. I'm really hoping Carly comes through this stronger, but I've got a feeling the road ahead is going to be bumpy as all get out. Can't wait to see what happens next. This one's going to be a doozy. I've been hooked on General Hospital for a long time now, and I have to say, this current storyline with Carly has me more invested than I've been in a while. For months and months, that woman has kept making the exact same choice over and over again. No matter how many red flags pop up, she sticks right by Valentin's side. It's almost become her pattern at this point, and I find myself watching and wondering if she's seeing something in him that the rest of us just don't. Nina has warned her plenty of times, and let me tell you, Cynthia Watros plays that role so well you can feel the genuine concern coming through. Lulu hasn't held back either. She's been pretty direct and critical about the whole situation, but does any of that stop Carly? Not even a little. Every single time Valentin needs someone to stand up for him, she steps right forward without missing a beat. It's one of the most surprising parts of this whole story because trust doesn't come easy in Port Charles. Folks in that town have been burned too many times to hand out loyalty like it's candy, yet here's Carly giving hers so freely. The episode on June 2nd really turned up the heat and made everything even more complicated. Nina delivered this strange message from Jack, and right there in the middle of it was that mysterious phrase, ex machina. Man, you should have seen Valentin's reaction. James Patrick Stewart did a fantastic job showing how rattled the man was. He looked like someone who had just heard the worst possible news. like his whole world was suddenly spinning out of control. Whatever that ex machina message really means, it clearly convinced him that things are far more dangerous than he originally thought. But here's the thing that really got to me. Carly didn't pull back even an inch. Instead of stepping aside, she stepped up even more. She volunteered to go meet Jack herself because she believed it was too risky for Valentin to do it. That wasn't the move of someone who was unsure or having second thoughts. No, sir. That was the decision of a woman who truly cares about the man standing next to her, no matter what kind of trouble he's in. She's ready to put herself in the line of fire to protect him, and I've got to respect that kind of heart, even if I'm worried where it's leading her. I'll be honest with you, watching all this unfold has me feeling a little uneasy for Carly. She's always been a fighter with a big heart and strong instincts, but this time it feels like she might be walking straight into something much bigger and darker than she realizes. With Nina and Lulu both sounding the alarm bells and this ex machina mystery hanging over everything like a storm cloud, her loyalty is heading straight toward what could be the toughest test she's ever faced, especially with Valentine's season right around the corner. And then there's poor Jocelyn, still trapped in danger. The thought of her stuck at Windermere trying to escape with Sidwell pointing a gun at her, it just breaks my heart. If Valentin isn't the man Carly believes him to be, if he's been playing some kind of game this whole time, this truth could hit her harder than anything else ever has. Still, that's our Carly. Laura Wright brings so much fire and strength to the character that you can't help but root for her, even when she's making these risky choices. I keep wondering if this faith she has in Valentin will end up saving them both, or if it's going to lead her straight into a painful awakening. Either way, the writers are doing a great job of building the tension, and I'm sitting here counting down the days to see what happens next. This Valentine storyline is shaping up to be a real emotional roller coaster, and I can't wait to see how it all plays out. It's the kind of drama that keeps me coming back week after week. You know, I've been following this General Hospital story pretty closely, and the more I watch, the more I feel like the biggest challenge for Carly is still waiting up ahead. For months now, she stood by Valentin through thick and thin. Nina doesn't trust him. Lulu has made her feelings very clear, but none of that seems to matter to Carly. As long as she believes she knows the real man underneath, she keeps choosing him. That kind of faith is something special, even if it makes me a little nervous for her. What really has me thinking is that things might be about to shift in a big way. So far, her loyalty has mostly been tested by outside voices, people warning her and telling her she's making a mistake. But the true test could come from something much deeper. It might be whatever is hidden behind Jack's mysterious message. The moment Valentin heard the words ex machina, his whole attitude changed. He went from calm and collected to looking like a man who suddenly realized the danger was a lot closer and a lot more personal than he thought. That phrase clearly hit him hard. It doesn't feel like just another problem with the authorities or staying one step ahead of his enemies anymore. This feels personal, important, and downright dangerous. It might even bring back old wounds and uncover some truths that are hard to swallow. Valentin mentioned that Jack brought it up, so maybe it points to some kind of truce because there's a bigger threat coming something or someone like Cullum. If that's the case, things could get a whole lot messier real soon. All in all, this storyline has me completely hooked. It reminds me how love and loyalty can be both beautiful and complicated at the same time. I'll be right here watching every episode, cheering for Carly and hoping she finds her way through whatever truth is coming. It's going to be one emotional ride, that's for sure.